Hello everybody. Okay, today I'm gonna present something that I think is truly revolutionary, and I believe that the mindset for this tool and the way of thinking about infinite zoom in generative AI will be available in all major products like Adobe. Yeah, Adobe will probably steal this idea, so that's why I want to leave a timestamp for it. So the idea is, how do you get from an image like this to, this is the quality, to something like this. So from here, this to this, and going through intermediate steps like this. The idea is actually quite simple. It's not your standard generative zoom. It's something more like, first, when you crop an image, you want to, this is an infinite crop tool. And for example, we load this image here in my crop tool, which then crops the image, let's say this eye here, then uses a language model. It uses Qwen tree vision language model because it's already loaded as a clip in comfyUI for Kriya. And then it gets a description of the crop by analyzing the crop and the context, the full image, to see what best prompt fits the cropped image. Because if you just generate on top of the crop image, it doesn't know the context, it doesn't know what type of animal it is, it doesn't know what it is to be able to zoom properly. So it analyzes the image, then generates a prompt for the cropped image, then uses an upscale model to upscale the cropped image and have a sharp input for the final, not final step of the low denoising. Where the hell is it? The low denoise is it's a 0.08 denoise for this, using the prompt that it generated by analyzing with the language model context. So let's try it out. Tutum. It's loading clip, generating text for it, using QuenVL. So it generated prompt. It knows what the animal is, so it knows the context for it. Then goes into Kriya 2 and generate the first noisy crop image for that. There we go. This is before and this is after. It's already a big improvement, probably on par with Topaz and upcoming tools from Adobe, because like I said, this technique and mindset will become standard in the way we think about generative images using language models as help. And now it uses a flux to Klein to just denoise, remove noise from this image and remove chromatic aberrations. This is the final step. So we have this. See? It knows this is a bald eagle eye, so it knows what details it should have there. It's actually incredible looking. And after that, you can go even wilder and from a 2K image go to a 4K image, but this is not for this moment. Quite impressive, I would say. The workflow and the custom node needed for it is in the description of the video, of the YouTube video. Okay, let's try another image. Let's try this one. Pam pam. Let's see. What can this baby do? Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. It's generating the prompt for the crop by using the context. I sent to the language model two images, the full image and the crop image. So it generates, it's also, I'm using some custom Python here that I don't think I'm using anymore. No, I'm not using. It was setting the denoising value based on the resolution. Well, this is more crappy. Let's see what the denoising phase does. But still, you have a much higher resolution. You can see the feathers properly, the beak, but the denoising should be the real deal. Much better. And of course, starting from this, you can go deeper. I hope it will not lose quality. So from an image that is at 40 millimeters for 400 millimeters equivalent, it goes to 3000, 4000, 5000, like really telephoto lens. The link, I'll send this to my article on my personal blog page where you can download everything you need to run this in Comfy. You can make a small donation. I work a lot on these tools and I'm basically jobless and almost starving at this point, so any donation is welcomed, but it's not mandatory. Ah, there we go. So we went from, what was it? We went from this to this. Where the hell is it? Let's check it out. So this was before. I cannot even zoom this much. To this. Ain't technology amazing? Sure is. If you guys know some jobs that I could find in R&D preferably. Dun, dun, dun. Like I said, I was fired 1 year ago because I had a mental mega breakdown and did some bad shit. Ah, let's try this puffin. Maybe not an eye this time and see how it works with some other parts except the eye. And these are nice details here. I wonder if it will identify properly the beak of a puffin. Sometimes if you go too high on a zoom, this is already pretty decent quality, 2048. So at this type of zooms, it will probably be a worse result. This is for extreme zooms where you actually don't have a resolution. Still did a decent job. Look at these nice details here. Beautiful. Simply amazing. And the denoising one, where it removes the noise. Wow. Works much better than I expected. So Topaz ain't got nothing on this free and open source tool. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try this one. This is an AI generated image, but I want to see how this eye here looks. Quite fast. Well, I have a 5090 video card, so it should be fast, but there shouldn't be any problem to run this on a 8 gigabytes GPU with, of course, the necessary slowdowns. But when you need as a photographer, because I'm also a photographer, so I'm looking for tools that first serve me more than anyone else. Very, very nice. It's much better than Topaz, honestly. And Topaz asks for a shitload of money, and you don't even get to own the software. You need to pay a subscription. Fuck them. Fuck them to hell. This one? Or let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, perfect. This is from my this year's trip to Madagascar. Man, Africa is so amazing compared to anything in Europe or Western world. It's so honest and beautiful. So poor in some instances. It's one of the poorest countries in the world. But I recommend everybody go to poor countries in Africa, go to dangerous countries in Africa, go to see another world and see what a live Western world is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, no, this is anymore. This has some chromatic aberrations that are normal, and hopefully the denoising step, the one with the edit model, flux Klein, will solve the noise and these chromatic aberrations. But it's more unpredictable. It's still there, but it's much better. This is not very high quality. Of course, the detail is much better than the original, but it couldn't do that much. Let's try another image. Pam pam. Okay, let's try this low-res chameleon. Or this chameleon. Yeah, let's try this chameleon. Ah, also has an insect in its mouth. Hopefully it will find and then has that one also. It's still work in progress. There will be updates, so you can check out my site for updated versions. There's gonna be a zip file with the workflow and the custom node that I vibe coded that is needed for the crop, which outputs the cropped image, the original image, the zoom factor, maybe you'll need it, and the megapixels. I was using the megapixels to see what sort of denoising will go well for it. So it was a denoising between 0.05 and zero point 0.1, but in the end I decided to go with a 0.08 denoising standard. A lot of detail. Again, the very new thing that is here is that this is context aware. So you can go like to microscopic level. I haven't done this, but I will update the workflow so you can go to microscopic level by iterating on the zoom and always knowing the context of the first zoom, the big image, so it knows what kind of cells will be in that eye, and it would be anatomically correct. So it will be as little lie as possible. And let's just try another one. This is kind of low res. What else should we try? Yeah, let's go for this one. It should be small enough. Yeah, it's really small. So we'll see some real progress. Let's see how the prompt for it. Young waterfalls iambic. I don't know, that's the name of the bird. This is the pre-crop version. And nice, noisy, but look at this fur here, like those feathers, small puffy feathers. And now we get rid of the noise in the flux to Klein model. And wow, you really cannot say this is not incredible technology. It's the enhanced from CSI. real life enhance. So that's it. Hopefully, maybe if you care to make a donation, but like I said, not mandatory at all. And enjoy. Spread the word. Hopefully, as usual, this will become a standard approach in uh, generative AI, and especially the way we think about the context for having consistency across prompts. Like my previous work, if you watched it, it was comic book generating using Crea 2, keeping consistency of factors and environments across each page. So you can make a 10-page, 20-page comic book with just you put in a short story and generates consistent characters and consistent environment for everything. You can check out my blog in comfyUI section, one of the previous posts, and enjoy. See ya.